Hello, my name is Alex Branton and I am a meteorologist here at the Mount Washington Observatory. I'm coming to you live from the summit of Mount Washington to talk about this weekend's higher summits forecast. But before we get started, I wanted to talk a little bit about Big Wind Day and invite everyone to join us in our Big Wind Day celebration at Tuckerman Brewing on April 12th. That's going to be from 3 to 6 p.m. and we're going to be celebrating the measuring of our world record wind speed measured back in April 12th of 1934. Now that wind speed was 231 miles per hour, and the anniversary of that is coming up next weekend. Festivities at Tuckerman Brewing include live music, the launching of their new and improved 6288 Stout, fun educational youth activities, weather trivia, a weather observer meet and greet, and much more. So we really hope we see everyone out there on April 12th from 3 to 6 p.m. again at Tuckerman Brewing. So now let's jump right into our current summit conditions and talk about what we're experiencing right now on the summit of Mount Washington. So behind me, what you're looking at is our current summit conditions page, and you can find this on our website if you're ever curious about what the weather's like on Mount Washington. Right now, our wind speeds are about 55 miles per hour, calming down quite a bit since this morning. If we look at our 24-hour data, we can see that our peak gust over the past 24 hours was 109 miles per hour. So again, calming down quite a bit out there. Our temperature is about 21 degrees Fahrenheit, and our visibility is about 1/16 of a mile due to some fog. So I'll just show you what that looks like on our deck cam. You can see not much to see out there. We can contrast that with our Wildcat camera, the view from Wildcat, and right now it's looking into the ravine. But if it zooms out here real quick, you can see that it's pretty sunny skies everywhere else except for the summit of Mount Washington. We're pretty soft into the clouds up here. And it doesn't look like it's going to give you my camera angle, but that's okay. You can look at that webcam anytime on our website if you'd like. Alright, so now let's talk about the higher summits forecast for this weekend. So what you're looking at here is a surface analysis chart. This is really good for identifying some key features that are going to be affecting us this weekend. So if we look at what's coming up this weekend, we have a pretty nasty storm that's going to be affecting much of New England. So we have this low pressure here, this low pressure system here. Again, low pressure is usually associated with bad weather, and that's going to ring true this weekend. That low is going to be moving northeast across New England here. And we can see down here over on this area, this front edge of that low pressure system, we have a warm front that's going to be funneling much warmer air into New England tonight and tomorrow. So we're going to see some warming temperatures, and that's going to mix into the air around us with some colder air currently in place. And that's going to lead to a mix of kind of gross precipitation. We're talking rain in the south, freezing rain, sleet in the middle and the northern regions of New Hampshire, and even on the higher summits. So now if we take a look at our future radar, we can kind of see what we're expecting here this weekend. So not much on the radar for tonight, but as we move into Saturday, around midday, we see that big swath of precipitation moving into the region. You can see that there's a lot of expected rain and sleet and freezing rain moving across the region Saturday and into Saturday night. There could be some embedded thunderstorms within that precipitation swath, but the biggest impact here is going to be the freezing rain that we're going to be experiencing this weekend. That could lead to pretty slick road conditions and a lot of ice accumulations here on trails at the higher terrain. So now let's pull up our higher summits forecast. Tonight we're going to be in the clear under increasingly cloudy skies. So just a little bit of clearing before the weekend really sets in. Temperatures rising to the upper 20s and winds northwest shifting southwest at 50 to 65 miles per hour with gusts up to 75 miles per hour. Decreasing to 20 to 35 miles per hour. Wind chill rising to 0 to 10 above. Looking at Saturday, we're going to be in the clear, turning towards in the clouds with a wintry mix of precipitation, a chance of thunderstorms. Precipitation could fall heavily at times due to the convective nature of these storms. and possible snow and sleet accumulation with a trace to 1 inch. But again, the most significant thing is going to be that freezing rain, especially here on the higher terrain. We're looking at ice accumulations of about a 1/4 inch on Saturday for freezing rain. Our temperatures falling to the mid-20s and winds southwest at 25 to 40 miles per hour, increasing as that system moves through to 60 to 80 miles per hour with gusts up to 110 miles per hour. So there is the potential that we could gust above the century mark here on Saturday. And wind chills 0 to 10 degrees above zero. And looking at Saturday night, much of the same story as Saturday. And the clouds with wintry mix of precipitation and a chance of thunderstorms before midnight. Precipitation could fall heavily at times. Possible snow accumulations of a trace of 2 inches, but again, that freezing rain is going to be the real kicker here. Possible ice accumulations from freezing rain of a 1/4 inch to a 1/2 inch. Our temperatures are going to be in the mid-20s and winds southwest shifting west at 60 to 80 miles per hour with gusts up to 110 miles per hour, decreasing to 50 to 65 miles per hour, and wind chill 0 to 10 degrees above zero. And finally, moving into Sunday, some improving conditions. We're going to start the day mostly in the clouds with a chance of morning snow showers, but we're going to be seeing those showers dissipate across the region by Sunday morning, and maybe some sunnier skies elsewhere in New England, but here at the summit of Mount Washington, we'll probably be in the fog for most of the day. Our temperatures will be falling to the mid-teens, and winds will be west, shifting northwest at 55 to 70 miles per hour with gusts up to 85 miles per hour, decreasing to 35 to 50 miles per hour, and wind chill will be falling to 5 below to 15 below. So that is everything that I have for our higher summits forecast for this weekend. I hope you guys have a good weekend and share this forecast with anyone that you know who might be visiting the White Mountain region this weekend. And we will see you back here next time for next weekend's higher summits forecast.